Hey, I heard you're feeling a bit sad due to a recent unfortunate thing that happened. Bad things happen. There are bad people. There will always be bad people doing bad things. There's no doubt in that. But you have to know something. You have to know how much good there is out there. It far outweighs the bad. For every bad person doing a bad thing, there's a million smiling babies. And good smells from bakeries. And middle schoolers getting their first kiss. There's the smell of fireplaces in the brisk winter air and the taste of watermelon in the summertime. There's music and nights out with friends and that tingly feeling you get when your crush says your name. There's so much good in this world. Sometimes we need to be reminded of that. Hey, want to know something pretty cool? You're loved. Maybe it's by the person you kiss and watch movies with. But some of us don't have that in our lives right now. If you do, that's awesome. But if you don't, that doesn't mean you aren't loved. Believe it or not, love is everywhere. It comes in so many different forms. It finds you in so many different places. It comes up when you least expect it. Even just when you think you've given up and you're all sour and grumpy and the last thing you want to do is get up and out of bed, love will find you. Maybe it's through your friend leaving you a funny voicemail, or a dog at the park running up to you to sniff your butt, or maybe just by looking at the moon for a little bit. It'll find you. It always does. It's important to remember that you're loved. Hey, I know it's been a tough winter. Things seem to be a little extra sad and a little more difficult when it's cold outside and it gets darker earlier and no one really wants to hang out. But it's spring now. There's some people that can't see the difference once winter's over, but I can. Every spring, I feel a little reborn. I don't know if it's because of the sun and the smell of leaves in the air, or maybe it's because school finally ends, but I feel happier. And I think I'm my best version of myself when I'm happy. And on some days, you'll still find yourself a little sad or upset or bummed out, but at least now you could go outside and look at clouds and get Italian ice and go on long, quiet walks at night because it's finally spring, and spring makes me happy, and I deserve that. You might be wondering to yourself, who are you? What are you doing? Who are you supposed to be? The world often rushes you to find answers to these questions, and all too often people don't always find the correct answer, but they stick with it anyway. Some of them are happy, but many can't help but wonder, what if the businessman was supposed to be a sculptor? What if the janitor was supposed to be a florist? What if the receptionist was supposed to travel to space? Who are you? Well, you are you. Embrace your hobbies. Expand on your interests. Don't succumb to someone else's idea of who you're supposed to be. Discover what it means exactly to be the best version of yourself. Because at the end of the day, there's only one you. You are you. And you're beautiful. Hey, you've been looking in the mirror a lot lately, staring at all your imperfections, like your pimples or your smile, or that weird thing your eye does. You hate your nose. It's easy to convince yourself that you're the ugliest person on planet Earth, and that you should never step outside again. But you're wrong. All those imperfections are never as noticeable as you would think, and there's so many beautiful qualities about you. You just have to accept yourself. Accept that this is what you look like. This is who you are. You are amazing and alive, and all those parts of your body that you call imperfections are exactly what make you so unique. And if anyone ever tries to make you feel bad, just know that they're only doing so because of their own